Hello, listeners. Welcome back to the Permanent Detour Podcast, and today we're here to talk about, my shortcomings as a human being.
Shortcomings indeed, I have to say. Would you like to enlighten our listeners?
This may come as a shock, but I've never been to a KFC, or at least in living memory since I was, 4 to 5 years old? I don't remember back then.
You're asking me like I would know. No, trust me, you're not missing out. It's not worth it. You know what, though? There's bigger news to cover than that. A big shock, a big name that you might like him, you probably don't. Killer Keemstar, here with the news, has quit YouTube.
Dude, this is a tragedy.
Do you remember do you know his quotation on why he quit?
No, I didn't see that.
It was something about how it just wasn't fun and how the hate mongers were getting to him.
Wait a minute, bro.
Now? Here, let me find the story.
Wait, the amount of hate this man has been getting he's been on YouTube for 10 years, maybe more? Well, at least he's been on the internet for that long, and it's come on.
Yeah, he has been on the internet for a good long while, but man, he finally gave up, and all because of the people giving him hate, which he's been getting for
he's never not
for 5 years. He's been
hate.
Getting hate. I mean, you remember Alex and that whole thing that went down with him.
Hey, to be fair, that made him only more popular because he used to go on those troll sites, and they used to do those live streams where
Killer Keemstar was a killer. He was ruthless, man.
Dude, I know he'd go on I think he would they're called raids, where he'd raid a streamer or raid YouTubers or whatnot.
Yeah. Oh, terrible stuff. He was not a friendly guy.
Dude, the famous Alex controversy.
That really was something else.
Dude, it was so funny because even when we would watch him when we were maybe 12 years old.
Yeah, probably 12. Not really that we watched him, but I mean,
we followed the drama.
There was the Leafy expose, and there was the iDubbbz expose, and H3H3 was going at him, and Pyrocynical, and
okay, to be
Grade
fair,
A, Under A.
Remember me and you?
Everybody was going after Keemstar.
Remember me and you watched the Leafy exposed Keemstar Part 4 Ghostbusters, and me and you were like, Keemstar's the worst. We hate him. He's such a despicable human being. And then literally 2 months later, it came out that Leafy lied about everything.
Oh, Leafy, his downfall. What a tragedy. A channel that I really loved growing up. I mean, he was basically an internet bully, but yeah, that shit was so funny, man.
He was always an asshole.
All at once, he kind of just went ghost. iDubbbz video came out, and I wouldn't say that's directly related to his downfall, because
it didn't help.
To be honest, it probably just took a good notch out of his confidence, and he lost interest. And then I know actually, a few months ago, he came out with a video.
No, he did a resurgence last year and just randomly came back and started uploading again. But his videos were
he's still uploading?
I don't know if he's still uploading now, but last year, I think it was last year, is that he just started uploading them, but all his videos were extreme satire. And he was just joking about how he's such a terrible person, and he didn't really do his older videos where he'd actually attack people anymore. He would just do random videos where he just they were only 2 minutes long, but then he totally disappeared again.
Dude, you type in Leafy here, his channel literally does not even show up. The only stuff is either people's 6-year-old responses to Leafy.
Oh wait, I think he got banned.
And basically Leafy exposed videos.
No, he got banned.
Sorry guys, you couldn't see the air quotes.
No. Look. I'm looking at from Critical's video a year ago. He got banned. That's right. He came back and then he got banned. I don't remember what he got banned for though.
That really is something. Yeah.
Oh my god, the next look, the 1 year ago Leafy is here interview with DramaAlert.
Oh god. It does make me sad to see DramaAlert go, because regardless of my I never particularly cared about it, but it was entertaining to see him kind of foster these beefs between YouTubers and pick fights and just be this middleman that basically antagonized both sides. It was kind of funny.
Dude, it was so funny because you get these two YouTubers that hate each other, just put them on an interview, and then he would just encourage them to attack each other.
He literally stand there and eat popcorn and just encourage them to get violent.
Oh, you're gonna take that?
Just like iDubbbz, there was this constant encouragement for him to box Rice Gum. Yeah, let's watch two alien-looking twigs fight each other. I'm sure that'll be great.
As much as, you may hate Keemstar, But he's still a staple of old YouTube.
He's a long-standing staple. He's been on the site longer than most, hell of a lot longer than us. I mean, it's no small feat. 10 plus years on YouTube. That takes dedication. I mean, this is our second startup. Do you remember his old stuff of like the Call of Duty stuff?
Yeah, dude, he's rebranded
clan.
himself like at least like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, but he stayed big. He kept a pretty sizable audience the whole time. Either way, it does feel a shame.
Oh, dude, remember
YouTube's not safe anymore.
Remember when he would do the thing with Scarce, and it was like, the two of them were like competing to get views because Scarce just started doing drama videos for some reason.
Oh, you're right. Oh, that was a time. Yeah, the YouTube beef used to be weird. It's weird to think about that there was that much like. I don't know if it was competition. They were all sides of them were racking up lots of views, though. I can tell you that.
No, it was so funny. And then Scarce, he'd come up behind the tree and be like, "Hello, Scarce here."
Hey guys, Scarce here with a double upload.
Dude, those are the best double uploads.
Dude, double uploads in the flannels. That was too funny.
And then he quit for like a year because he's like, "Oh, once I reach 3 million subscribers, I'm gonna lose weight." And then he never hit it.
He just quit.
He never hit it. And then he boxed Raka and lost in the KSI Logan Paul fight.
Oh my god, you're right. Oh, the YouTuber boxing too. That scene is just why they're not professional boxers. These fights are like so expensive to go to or pay per view, and it's not worth it. Like, oh my god, like Jake Paul with Jake Paul with Nate Robinson. And you could literally watch like a 15-second Twitter clip of the entire fight.
Okay, the only part that matters is when he knocked him out cold.
What do you do? That was like 2 minutes into the match.
Yeah, I know.
It was like right off the bat.
It was fun.
They were in like
okay,
round
you have
one.
Jake, who's like 6 foot something, 24 years old, and then you have Nate Robinson, who's like almost 40 and is fat. I mean, like, who did you expect to win?
I can't believe that fight happened and that everyone like okayed it.
Okay, no, that fight makes total sense to me because he wanted to pick an opponent he could win. Do you know what doesn't make sense? Logan Paul and Floyd Mayweather. How did I mean, I know why it happened because of the money.
The 25-minute hugging match.
Yeah,
where they were just on top of each other the whole time.
I heard that fight was terrible. Like,
dude,
terrible.
They literally
not even good boxing.
Because the thing is, Mayweather didn't want like the nick on, even though it wasn't a match that would go on his record. He didn't want the nick on his record to be the only loss as Logan Paul.
Yeah,
and Logan Paul didn't want to lose to him, so they just went all 8 rounds and then called it a day.
Yeah, no, they didn't have any judges, and they had what's his name, Pete Davidson, judging the fight.
Yeah, Pete Davidson, my favorite comedian.
Or it might have been him, or it might have been on the Jake Paul fight. Where he's like, "What if they just started kissing?"
No, Jake Paul wasn't allowed at the fight. Remember?
No. I meant that Pete Davidson was the commentator on. I don't remember if he was the commentator on the Jake Paul or the Logan Paul fight, but when they were about to hit each other, he's like, "Well, they just started kissing." It's like, damn, bro, that's some top tier commentary.
I think that was the Logan Paul fight. That might have been. Man, what a fucking boring fight. I mean, like, people really pay to like go to these events, like packed stadiums of people and like tons of these pay-per-view watchers. It's not, you're watching an actual MMA fight or a boxing match or something. But the rules of boxing need to be changed, though. It is so outdated. Dude, no hugging. It's the most boring thing to watch 2 grown men hug for 30 seconds.
That's the same thing with MMA. Is if you get like a really good MMA fight, it's like really interesting to watch. But if it's just a hugging match where they're on the ground hugging for a couple minutes, it's like, man, this is boring. Yeah, but it can be really interesting.
You got to remove hugging.
Yeah, but like,
it's kind of hard to just if you've exerted all your energy, tap out, man. You've lost.
Yeah, but it comes in with like, there's a lot more technique and skill and planning that go into those than most people realize. They're not just like, oh, I'm just gonna flail my arms trying to punch.
Yeah, they're not just flailing.
You have to actually like know, like, do you have to actually punch at the correct times? Like, there's a lot of tactical like planning and information that goes into both boxing and MMA.
I don't deny any of that. I'm just saying, get rid of the hugging, man. It's boring. It's not fun to watch. You
hug more in MMA than boxing, I feel, because more in boxing.
Really?
No, because in boxing usually I mean, I could be totally wrong. We're not experts on boxing, but I feel like usually you're more likely just to be away from your opponent and then dodge. Because you can't really, because MMA you can use like your whole body.
Well, yeah, MMA has like grappling and stuff. Boxing is all upper body.
Yeah.
You can kick somebody in boxing. You'll probably get disqualified real
Okay,
fast.
I don't actually. I actually do watch MMA fights sometimes. I don't really watch boxing, but the Conor McGregor, David Poirier #3 when Conor McGregor snapped his leg,
Ooh.
bro, it was so funny because he wants another rematch after that, even though like he's just old now, and it's really funny because so like Poirier, he's ranked #1 in their weight class. So he like kicked him in the leg, and then the moment Connor stepped back, his leg, they even did a close up like slow of it. It just snapped, and then he's on the ground like in like you. Obviously he's in pain, and they're like the medics are rapping, and Joe Rogan walks up to him with a microphone and is like, "What are your thoughts on the fight?" And he's like, "This pussy, he's gonna have to fucking fight me again." And so Poirier walks off stage, he goes, "Your wife's in me fucking DMs."
God,
Dude, it
did
was
Joe
so
Rogan
funny.
really walk right up to him?
No, he sits down. Joe Rogan sits down next to him, puts a microphone in his face. "Oh, what are your thoughts on the fight?" And Conor McGregor's, of course, his reaction is to immediately make fun of his opponent's wife.
That man, there's no way he feels pain. Have you seen the pictures of when he decided he chose to go down a weight class? When he cut like 20 or 30 pounds. It is insane because I'm used to I know what the guy looks like. He's on TV shirtless a lot. Man, when he cut that weight, he was thin. Like it did not look right.
No, he lost a lot of weight.
I can't believe that like professional athletes and Christian Bale do that kind of stuff.
Of course he does. When
Christian
he becomes
Bale
Dick Cheney and puts on 100 pounds.
Yeah, and then for his next role, he's like anemic. He's got like no weight on him.
Yeah.
He's just like eats nothing for weeks and weeks, and then he's like, "Hey guys, I'm ready for filming." It's like, look, Christian, I respect this choice to do this, but man, you gotta be healthier. This isn't good for you.
No, but the other funny thing about McGregor is, remember when he took a chair and he threw it through a bus window because he was mad whoever was on the bus? And then they banned him for like one fight, and they're like, "Nah, we don't make any money without you come back."
Yeah, nah, you're the only fighter people know.
No, I also watched his fight with the Cowboy, which was really interesting because so we have all these hugging fights. I'm like, wow, this is kind of boring. So then, all right, this is the main event. Hopefully, it'll be pretty good. So they like Connor won in like 30 seconds. So like they both go to the middle to fight, and Connor immediately jumps up like in a Superman pose, comes down, fucking clobbers him, and then when he's on the ground, he just starts swinging his arms at his head, and after he gets 5 headshots, the ref's like, "No, get off of him. You're gonna kill him."
Yeah, man, they should just let sports like that be more violent.
Like, look up that fight. It is so funny. And also, he hasn't even like from like when he was actually like in his prime, like 6-7 years ago. He won a fight in 16 seconds. He's like walks up to the guy, clobbers him, and is like, "All right, I win," because the guy he just gave him a concussion in like 2 hits.
I could take him.
No, you couldn't.
Easy, right?
Easy, right? It's like that guy on Twitter. It's like where he's like, "Oh, you should stick to commentating. You fucking suck at fighting." And he's like, "Oh, say it to my face." He's like, "Nope, you kick my ass." That's why I said it on Twitter.
You kick my ass.
That's why I said it on Twitter.
Yeah, I mean, he's right. I wouldn't. Here's a hypothetical though. Would you rather fight fair fight Mike Tyson in his prime, or get swatted once in your face by a grizzly bear?
Oh, definitely Mike Tyson. Dude, the grizzly bear, that would just rip my whole face off.
No, not with the paw. It wouldn't rip your face off. It'd probably like break half the bones in your face though.
Do I get to defend myself against the grizzly bear?
No. Grizzly bear gets one fair shot at you, but you've got to bare knuckle fight Mike Tyson in his prime.
I still think I'd take Mike Tyson. The grizzly bear's gonna.
Do you think you could take Mike Tyson?
No, I would lose horribly, but like I feel like the injuries from the Mike Tyson fight would be not as long lasting and detrimental to my health as the one.
Maybe not. No. It's just one though. It's just one.
That's all they need.
You don't get like no.
A bunch of bruises on my face versus ripping my skin off. I think I'm gonna take the Mike Tyson fight.
I don't know. I mean, there was that one case in Siberia. You know about that in Siberia, where there was this like giant bear that just started eating people in the town. of whatever town this was, and they went down and hunted it, and then the bear like swatted one of the guys, and he lived. It killed a few of the guys that were hunting it, but it swatted one of them, and it just took part of his face out. Like part of his face just became kind of like a cave. It was just like everything was gone. And the guy, and you can see him in the picture too, like after he recovered, like still smiling and stuff. I'm like, bro, you're so lucky to be alive.
All right, this is a point I've been trying to make for a while in my life. Bears, like one of the coolest, like maybe the coolest predator animal.
Here's the only thing though. How much of a predator really is a bear? Like,
what do you mean?
I mean, bears don't really hunt smaller animals. They like eat fish and like scavenge berries and stuff, but they aren't like mountain lions that'll like sneak onto your farm and freaking eat a cow.
It depends on the type of bear too.
I would say most bears are not like that.
Yeah, a lot of bears are lazy, but
bears only, well, they're not lazy, but they only really become a threat to anything near them once you encroach on like their territory. That's when people get fucking attacked by black bears, is because you're too close to it and it's got cubs, and then
dude,
then
black
it charges
bears are
you.
so tiny. You ever see, dude? They're like not that big. They're like a large dog. Basically.
Yeah, I've seen one. They are ruthless. What do you mean?
They're one of like the least deadly bears, comparatively to the other ones.
No.
Yeah. What's more deadly? I mean, most bears are more deadly than a black bear.
Yeah, but black bears are way more aggressive.
I don't know.
No, it is true. Trust me, I was in Boy Scouts. We had to take a safety course on this. Black bears are the ones that you fight back against. Grizzly bears,
they're tiny.
No, grizzly bears. There is a reasonable likelihood of you scaring them off because they don't pick fights. If you get like near a black bear's like home, it'll mess you up, and you have to like fight with everything you've got. Unless I'm mixing the two up, but I am 99% sure that black bears are the dangerous ones.
No, black bears are like the little tiny ones that like climb up trees to eat honey.
I would like you to define what tiny is. Have you ever seen one in person?
Well, they're bigger. They're like a large dog.
No, they are not.
Black bears are okay. Most people think black bears are very big, but they're really not that big compared to most other bears. Grizzly bears are way bigger.
You're right, but they are not as dangerous to people. They are like, if you go and start like chasing one, you're gonna get messed up. But your chances of like coming face to face with one and doing fine, you know, you got a pretty good likelihood against a black bear.
All right. To be fair, all these bears suck compared to polar bears. Polar bears are the best bear. I've had this argument with my friends.
What is a polar bear?
What do you mean, what is a polar bear?
Never mind. You didn't get it. Because they're all gone.
Oh.
Black bear. The number of black bear attacks on humans is higher than those of brown bears and grizzly bears. This is largely because black bears outnumber brown bears rather than being more aggressive. Okay.
See, I told you.
So there's just more of them.
Well, yeah, there's a lot more black bears, but they're not nearly as dangerous as a grizzly bear or polar bear. And I've had this argument with my friends. Polar bears are the best bears.
All right, how many people do you think have ever actually encountered a polar bear in the wild?
Oh, not many. They live in like the Arctic.
Yeah, I was like, how many people do you think are out for a hike and bump into one?
Listen. My point is that they're the coolest and most badass bear. But my friends seem to think pandas are cooler. Pandas suck.
Pandas literally eat, like, they're too focused on eating to reproduce, and that's why they're going extinct.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
How could they be cooler than a polar bear?
No, pandas are. I mean, I love pandas. They're super cute, but like in terms of how cool they are, they're not the best bear.
No, they are not cool. I always liked the Kodiak bear though.
That is a cool bear.
That is a cool one. I've always liked those ones. Plus, it reminds me of Klondike bars for some reason, which has the bear as the logo.
But I just think it's so funny that pandas are so lazy that they refuse to reproduce or eat, and their like trainers have to like force them to do it so they stay alive.
Just so that they don't go extinct.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, do you know how much China rents those things out for? They rent them too. They like lease them to countries' zoos.
Yeah, because there's not that many.
Yeah, I know, and they're like $2 million.
No, they're more than that, I think.
No, for like one panda, it's like $2 million, and then if they have if you can get two of them to have a baby, it's like another like $600,000 or $700,000.
This is why I'm happy that our zoo has a polar bear. It's way cooler, dude. Because they have like a model one in like the polar bear exhibit.
Yeah,
dude, that thing towers over you.
It's not the taxidermied one anymore, though.
No, of course, it's not a taxidermy.
I mean, it's more humane, but I mean, the taxidermied one was already there. They should have just left it.
Yeah.
I don't know though. I'd still like to make the point. Black bears are scary. You're making them out to be a small or a large dog.
Okay, if I had to
They
pick,
are
if
way
I had to
they
pick
are
a bear,
way bigger than most
if
dogs.
I had to pick a bear to fight, I would choose a black bear. There's not a single other bear except a panda, but we're not excluding pandas.
I don't know.
I
Have
would
you
fight a
seen
black
how
bear.
big pandas are? I don't know if I'd
Yeah,
want to
but-
fight. I don't know if I'd want to fight one of those.
I probably couldn't do much damage to it, but like I would annoy it enough that it would just lose interest in fighting me and go away.
Yeah, unless you get swatted and you lose your face.
Okay, pandas. Pandas
It
are
could.
slow.
It could.
They're slow. They could not. They couldn't do enough velocity in their swing to do any damage to me.
Think about how much mass that is. Dude, how much does a panda weigh? I'll bet 4 times what you do. It doesn't need to move that arm very fast to do damage to you.
It's like pandas are like a Snorlax. Like they don't actually do any damage. They can just fall
They're like
over on you.
They're real life Snorlax.
Dude, they can just fall over on you. And that's the amount of damage you could do. But it's not gonna like actually fight you.
That's true. Just like in the original Pokemon game, you never actually fight the Snorlax. You have to wake it up first. It's
But
just sleeping in the road.
This is kind of cool. I want to talk about this. Is that ancient bears are way scarier than any modern thing we have.
What do you mean ancient?
No, like the
Like Stone Age?
yeah, or like even like the Ice Age, kind of, which is similar time period.
That's pretty close.
There's like the cave bear. That's like
Oh my God, I've seen that one.
Like way bigger than any bear alive today.
Well, I mean, that's how most things are when you go back. Did you know that scientists are trying to recreate the woolly mammoth? They're trying to clone one and bring it back.
Yeah, I saw that. That's kind of cool though.
Why?
Just not?
Leave it dead.
It's a woolly mammoth. At least they're not like doing like the T-Rexes.
Yeah, but like, I'm sorry. All right. You know what? Woolly mammoths are way scarier than a T-Rex.
What? No.
Dude, imagine getting trampled by a woolly mammoth.
I guess, but
That
I feel
is
like it's not
way
scarier
worse.
than a T-Rex.
All right, here's the thing. Not that either of them have ever been alive in our lifetimes. T-Rex, you get into like a house or a bus or something, it's gonna have trouble getting in there. You know.
So is a woolly mammoth.
Woolly mammoth's got those big tusks. If you like, think about it. You crawl like in Jurassic Park. Have you seen the second one?
I haven't seen any Jurassic Park movie.
That's a problem.
Yeah,
We'll talk
I know.
about that later. There's a part where there's like a T-Rex attacking, and 2 of the people are in like a bus, and the reason it doesn't get to him is because it like can't fit its face through the windows or anything. So it's basically just shaking him up. Dude, if you were in a bus and you got charged by a woolly mammoth, it would flip the freaking bus over. Like it would. You cannot protect yourself from that kind of wrath.
All right, maybe I'm underestimating how dangerous they are.
Dude,
But
you've been to the museum. You've seen how big they were. Way bigger than
to be
elephants.
fair, that's not a woolly mammoth. It's a mastodon. It's a different animal.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Oh.
It's very similar, but it's technically not the same. I think they're a little smaller, actually.
Than a woolly mammoth?
I think so.
That makes it even scarier. What do you mean? You did not help your argument with that.
All right, all I'm saying is that bears are cooler. End of discussion.
Bears are cool.
Look, this the largest bear to ever roam the earth. History's largest bear. Oh no. Archothrium and Jettison. I horribly mispronounced that.
Somebody
But
doesn't
that's
know
the
anything
largest
about...
bear ever discovered. And the largest carnivorous land mammal ever to live. Oh my god.
Ooh, that's frightening.
It weighed between 2,000 and 4,000 pounds. Bro,
You remember the...
It weighed 2 tons. And
Do you remember there's what is it, the gargantuan sloth or something like that? Do you know about those?
Oh yeah, I think I saw something
During like
about
the
that.
basically the prehistoric era.
Why are all the ancient animals giant? Why is everyone tiny now? What happened? I'm
There's
sure there's some
more-
some evolutionary reason.
more
for it, but-
oxygen. There was I don't remember what it is. Somebody in the comments can tell me if somebody that knows about this
Yeah,
shit
that
listens.
that random scientist who has like a 12-year PhD.
Yeah,
in,
no, just somebody that like knows about dinosaurs and stuff like that. Maybe it was like the Triassic period, where basically there were bugs that were like the size of cars. It was just because of how much oxygen there was, and there was also like lightning was like super deadly because it would like light the air around it on fire because of how much oxygen there was. That's why things were so big and why they gradually got smaller. But for some reason, people have gotten taller over time. Isn't that kind of weird?
Yeah, but like the size difference between ancient humans and today is not nearly as big as like the difference in bear sizes or crocodile sizes or shark sizes.
No, I know. No, but I mean even in the last like 400 years.
See,
You know?
tall guys get all the girls. Think about it's natural selection.
Oh, you're playing chess. I see. I was playing checkers.
I'm playing 4D intergalactic chess over here. You're playing iPod Touch checkers. All right.
Do you want to talk about The Rock?
My favorite man. All right. I tried The Rock's energy drink today. It was Zoa.
How is it?
It's weird. It's the only energy drink I've ever had. Because you know most like Monster, or Red Bull, Bang, Rain, I don't know, any energy drink you can think of. They're all juice based. This one's not. It's tea based. Like green tea based.
That's okay. Okay.
That's why it tasted different than any other energy drink I've ever had. And it was actually pretty good. Like it wasn't like, oh, this is my favorite drink of all time or anything, but it actually tasted pretty good. And it has a lower amount of caffeine than like Bang, or it has an amount of caffeine that like a normal Monster would have. While like Bang and Rain have like 300 milligrams plus, which is like a lot. This only has like 160, which is still a lot more than like soda or anything.
Yeah,
but,
well, that's like drinking one of the monster-sized cans of Red Bull.
yeah, basically. So it was good, but it was like different because it like obviously it has all like all the special promotion things on it. It's like it has all these health.
I've seen it. All
has
over
all
the
these
place.
health benefits. Like I'm not gonna say whether or not those are true because most of the time when a company claims it has all these health benefits, they're stretching the truth to say the least. But it was actually pretty good. But I didn't get that classic like energy drink like spike of energy you get
classic,
that like lasts like 10 minutes. Like I didn't get that.
So kind of like G Fuel. G Fuel, I never got the spike from.
Yeah, I never got the spike from G Fuel too. But honestly, it's kind of similar to coffee. Where it's just like it just makes you a little bit more attentive a little bit because I think that's because it's tea based.
Yeah, that's true.
But it was just really weird. But going off of that, why is The Rock in every single industry? Like no matter what, he's in everything.
Yeah, he got. I have to like even when he was like just a professional wrestler, he was famous, but like I never could have predicted that guy in the black sweater and fanny pack would have taken off to this level. I mean, he like literally, he's just all over the place. He's in commercials. He makes music now.
Yeah, he's a rapper. Like what is? I dare you to find something he's not in.
What do you think about his rap?
Honestly, better than most modern rappers.
I don't know.
I'm not gonna say he's good, but like honestly, I'd still rather listen to him than like 6ix9ine.
All right. Well, you're comparing him to something like totally. I don't know. It's like. I know it's like it's like music to get you pumped up, but like, you know, it doesn't want to make me like go out and do something. It doesn't make me want to fight. Like I don't want to listen to it at the gym. I just kind of hear it and I'm like, really? I'm like, this is it?
He's only in one song.
I hope it stays that way.
But back to my point, like why he's in everything. So he has his Under Armour clothing brand, which pretty much saved the company, is now their most popular thing ever. And I've seen so many people with that little bull on like their clothing that has any sort of like athletic clothing, and it's like even if you go to Dick's, they just have a giant Dwayne Johnson sign, just like in front of like for the whole store to see.
Yeah, I don't know. The Rock is just he's superstar. He's reached a level that's like beyond most celebrities. He's like way up there. You know, cuz like professional athlete, movie star, rapper, energy drink connoisseur.
He has his tequila brand. That's like
you're right.
It became the number one tequila in like or like at least top 5 tequila in the country in its first year of existence.
Yeah, he's so intertwined with society.
Like
everybody, you can talk to anybody on the street, no matter how old they are. Really, they will know Dwayne Johnson.
I realized I made a mistake in our last episode when I said he was the second most followed Instagram account. He's not. He's like, I think number 4 or 5. But still, he has over 200 million Instagram followers. It's insane.
That's unreal. I don't know how.
And the only people ahead of him are Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi, who are both international soccer football stars. but they have an international audience.
Yeah, soccer,
and then, like,
soccer's pretty famous.
And then like Kim Kardashian, and then it's him. It's like, or no, Kylie. It might be Kylie Jenner. I don't know. One of those
One of
people.
that weird
One of those
intertwined family that was all related to the O.J. Simpson case.
More on that later. But anyway,
OJ will be on for the next episode.
Yeah, exactly.
Got him.
He's our next guest.
We've got the juice.
But still, it's like The Rock, because there's like A tiers. There's like A-list celebrities, and then there's even tiers in that own A.
Yeah.
And like he's like
there's like A list, and then there's like S list, which is
he's
like
just like
he's way up there.
How did he become so popular though?
I don't know, cause like I the thing is like there's not one movie that I can chalk it up to. Like I cannot think of one movie that really was his like quote big break. But it's like overnight. It feels like he. Oh, you know what? Isn't he in Fast and Furious?
Yeah, but he only entered in like the 5th or 6th one, and then he's been in everyone since. Actually, he has a feud with Vin Diesel, so he's not going to be the next Fast and Furious. But since he's so popular, he gets his own spin-off series, and he's going to continue doing that. The Hobbs and Shaw.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, think about it. Every year, I feel like he has, like, 3 movies coming out, and he's in all of them. Like, look at this.
Yep.
I'm just going to read off. He's in Jungle Cruise. The Jumanji movies, he did Baywatch, Hobbs and Shaw, Black Adam's coming out, Red Notice. I don't even know. That's, like, one of the Netflix movies. All of Fast and Furious. Then he's in comedy. He's in Moana, animated movie where he's a singer. And then he's in the Tooth Fairy. My man, he was in the original Tooth Fairy movie. And then they got Larry the Cable Guy.
Oh, God. Larry the Cable Guy.
But, like, and all this stems when he played some CGI creature, like, 20 years ago. That looked horrible.
Yeah, I mean...
Like,
we can only hope to be on that level one day. Most people can only dream.
Bro, he's in the Doom movie from 2005. I didn't even know that was a movie.
The original Dune movie? You didn't know this current one's a remake?
No, Doom.
Oh, Doom. Oh, yeah, he's in Doom. Yeah, I've seen that one. Have you seen it?
No. DOOM.
Yeah, I know, like the video game.
Yeah, I didn't even know they had a movie from 2005. He's in it. Like,
they do.
Why not? Of course he is.
It is not the best.
Of course it's not. There hasn't been a single good video game movie.
The like late 90s, 2000s video game movies. We'll have to watch all of those and talk about those on the next episode.
The horrible video game
next
movies.
episode. No, seriously, I want to do this. Next episode, we should do like the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Have you ever seen that? The original one.
Oh, the original.
The one with
Captain Lou Albano. Or no,
it doesn't. No, Captain Lou Albano was the animated TV series.
Yeah, but it's the other guy.
No, it was. Oh, I don't remember his name. And then it had John Leguizamo, I think his name is. He was in Chef.
Yes, he's Luigi, and Bob Hoskins is Mario.
Yes, that's right.
And Dennis Hopper is Bowser.
Yes, that movie. No, that movie really. It's like you don't even need to. I'm not even 100% sure that it's about Mario. I think it's just about like 2 Italians, because Bowser is like a mob boss, and then. You know what? I won't spoil the ending for you. You know, you've had 30 years to see it, but I won't spoil it.
No, it's funny. But moving on. All right, big news. Big news. So you know how Chris Pratt was cast as Mario?
Yeah.
Did you see he just got another new animated role? Did you see who he is?
Dave in Minions.
No. Worse.
Who?
He's Garfield. Chris Pratt is about to voice
Garfield.
He's about to voice in 2 separate animated movies, Mario and Garfield.
2 very Italian animated characters.
Garfield's Italian? I mean, he eats lasagna.
Have you ever watched one of the Garfield movies?
The Bill Murray ones where he thought it was Joe and Ethan Coen on it, but it was actually someone else named Joe Coen. He's like, "Oh, I'll sign my name to that movie," and he was in a contract he couldn't leave, so Bill Murray was forced to play Garfield.
You've seen Zombieland, right?
Yep.
Do you remember the scene with Bill Murray where he's in the home theater dying because he got shot, and he goes, "If I have, it's like, do you have any regrets?" And he goes, "Probably Garfield."
Yeah, of course. It's so funny, but it's just funny to me that
not a good movie.
That Chris Pratt is now voicing Garfield and Mario. It's like, you told me that a year ago, I'd be like, "You're insane."
Yeah, I really liked him.
He was good in the Lego movie.
I loved the Lego movie and in Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2. And I really liked him in, have you ever seen Parks and Rec? Did you watch that?
I've only watched the first couple episodes because I like The Office, but then I watched Parks and Rec.
It's better than The Office.
No, I didn't like Parks and Rec.
Oh, it's better than The Office.
No, it's not. It's
Dude,
way worse.
it's way funnier.
It's way worse.
You haven't gotten to the part where he starts doing ninja stuff.
It's still, I don't like the show.
All right. Well, we can agree to disagree there. You want me to take us out?
Yeah.
Well, once again, thank you all for listening. This is our second most consistent upload ever. As
Yes.
long as this gets uploaded tomorrow or the day after, then this will be our official second episode. Not a reboot this time.
Yes, woohoo!
It's the first time we haven't rebooted the series.
And before we go, I just want to say something I find pretty funny, is that immediately after saying he's retired, Keemstar has uploaded 3 new drama videos, like Logan Paul, President of USA, ?
Oh, Keem.
So he didn't really retire.
AJ, who else would protect us?
That's true, we need him.
He's the lawn gnome of YouTube. He keeps the demons away.
He's the hero we need, but the one we didn't deserve, or however the quote from The Dark Knight goes.
Isn't that Spider-Man?
No, it's from The Dark Knight.
I have a feeling that either way, it does not apply to Keemstar.
We don't deserve him, but he protects us.
We don't deserve him, and we don't really need him. But he's funny sometimes.
All right, well, thanks for listening, everybody.
Yeah, thanks everybody. We'll see you next week.
Assuming
we're on time,
it's the big week.
Yeah, it's the big week number 3. We'll officially be there.
And the special day.
It is. It's our special day. We'll reveal that in the next episode, though. We'll leave it ambiguous so that nobody can take any early guesses, unless a specific someone out there subscribes. He'll ruin the secret.
All right, thank you, everyone.
Thanks, everyone. We'll see you next time.